So this is it. At the end of this week, we are going to be playing our first ever competitive game, and that still just feels surreal, mad to be saying. So, thank you for everyone that has supported us on this journey. From people just saying, reaching out, giving us bits of advice, from the amazing 243 of you that have become owners. We are so close. We've literally got 6 days left. Let's get seven more owners. Let's hit that 250 first league game. I'm sure we can do it. We just need to push and get this over the line. So please, please, please help out. Just tell family, friends, anyone you know that likes football. Just spread the word. They don't even have to be local. There's lots of people joining that they don't live in sort of the small confines of East Thurrock area. They live around the rest of Thurrock, around the rest of the country. Just push it out. Chat to anyone. I know I stood at my wedding and signed up one of my mates. Um, he's a Chelsea fan, but he was like, I'm all in this project. Sounds great. Let's help out." So, by all means, anyone you know, tell them about it. Just keep spreading that word and message, because if we can get that seven, that'd be amazing. Get to 250 for the first proper kick of a ball for the club. What a landmark moment that would be towards our journey. I still passionately believe that 1,000 is that number where you go, hey, we can go play at a really high, decent level as a football club. So while that might seem quite a way off and it's four times what we've got now, but that will come. Once we start live streaming games, once people see we're back and that message keeps getting out and people go, actually, I do want to support this project, more people come down. And we do hear from people quite often of going, hey, I came down to watch you Saturday. I'm going to become an owner now. So that message is going to keep petering out. And there's other clubs in the area where, hey, I remember when we were in National League South, there were some fans that just didn't do the away journey. So if you're in Averley, National League South, you've got a long, long way to go. You might want to go support another team during the week. Maybe it's an away game when we went down to Churro. I love those journeys. Some people didn't. So they would just go and watch another local team. And we could be that other team for people where they go, actually, East Thurrock's sort of my second club. Hey, I'm a West Ham season ticket holder. East Thurrock's my second club. Any of those London teams, really. Southend could be another example where we don't need to be your first club. If we're your second club, that is just as good. Become an owner still, and just see what the inside of working of a football club is. I love the fact that every week we're sending out an email. Hey, this much money came in. This went out. This is what it went on. We want that level of transparency because it's fascinating. I would love to get inside the books of, hey, a Premier League football club and ask, where's the money all go and where's it coming from? Um, they're never going to give you that information, but we're different. So if you know people that are interested in football, wherever it might be, I'm sure they'd be interested to find out how a football club works. And the other part is you've got our Slack, which is an owners only forum. So it's just an app you can download onto your phone. You can do it on desktop as well. But what that allows us to do is update you through the week. So any news that comes out, especially once we're signing players, because we've all been there. You rock up to an on-league game and you're like, who on earth is this winger that we're playing? I never even heard of him. Once we're signing players, Steve Edwards, fantastic. He was the guy I went out for a beer with and ended up helping him set up a football club and running it as chairman. He was the one that he's football secretary, did some match day stuff for the club in the past, just in terms of team sheets and bits. But that information, we can get that straight to you as owners on Slack. So while we email out every Tuesday with sort of here's behind the scenes what's coming up, bits like that. As soon as things happen, we can share that information straight away on Slack, and that's our platform for doing it. So we're not emailing you loads of times. It's just that once a week the email comes out from for the owners on the Tuesday. Then on a Friday, we do kind of a roundup of everything on social media, bits that have gone out. It'll have the match day program if we're at home. It'll have any little bit of stuff like that. So that's what will come out. But our first away game, that's on the first league game is the first away game. And we've got a coach available to that. So if you're interested in that, please get in touch. Send an email, eastthurrockcfc@gmail.com. Send that and we'll book your place. It's £20. We're looking to hopefully get 30 fans on there, and then the players will be on there too, the coaching staff. Just builds that really good atmosphere. I used to love it when we go all around the country. Um, Back half got the players on, front half's got fans on. It just brings everyone together. So plans to do that. And if you're interested, just drop us an email. We need to know ASAP. Hopefully, we'll fill up those last few seats that we've got available. Been sending out the money. So Steve Wooding done a fundraising event. I believe it was about a month ago, 2 months ago. So we've been in touch with the charities, just getting their details. So £350 was donated to charities, and there are chosen 5 charities that were chosen by the owners, and we're sending that money out. So I think the vast majority is gone, or all of it. Tomorrow night's our owners meeting, so our fundraising lead Jason will update everyone on what's going on there, along with Sean, our treasurer. Jason's also done a great job connecting in with Thurrock Food Bank. So we've got the requests of what they need most, and that's something that we've put that out on Slack. But what we'll do every Friday email, we'll include a section about what Thurrock Food Bank is most after, and then if you've got it, by all means, bring it down to the home games on a Saturday, and then we can drop it into the food bank for you. So we genuinely believe, how can we help out the local community? And it's balancing it. It's how sometimes it's just awareness of charities. Sometimes it's just awareness of Thurrock Food Bank. Drop it to us, we'll drop it to them. Makes everyone's life easier rather than people having to go down there. Maybe they can't get down there when it's open. Anything like that. By all means, if you can think of other charities and bits where just publicity helps out, we can see what can be done. And then when we open it up in a year's time, or it might be 2 years, we do for the sleeve sponsor on the kits, then we'll look again at what charities and things do people want to support, and how do we do that to promote everything. But it's always going to be owner led. So if you're an owner, you get to decide this stuff. If you're not, you're missing out. Become an owner. Games will move. So initially we had Sudbury Sports booked in as a Thursday midweek game. It's now the Monday bank holiday, and it's going to be at home rather than away. So it's a few home games to start the season, but in all honesty, probably makes our life easier rather than potentially, hey, you see it all around the country, especially in non-league. Get to winter, you get some games moved, and sometimes getting the pitch up to what you need when it starts raining really heavily. It's just extra grief that we don't need. So, hey, we're happy to have some extra home games to start. Gets people, big crowd there, gets everyone excited, everything going. So that's there. And that's another thing. As soon as we knew, boom, it was on Slack, straight to the owners. Literally, probably even got there before we told the managers, but I don't even know if the managers even got to the players at that stage. So information will move really, really quick, and we're keen to let everyone know as soon as we hear stuff. So if you're not, become an owner. Let's go. Let's get to that 250. Thank you very much for your support. By all means, if you're listening to this and you're an owner, see you tomorrow at the owners meeting. There's a digital one at 6 p.m, a face-to-face one at 7:30 at home ground. And that's everything that's going on our side. So exciting times. Thank you again for your support. And I look forward to chatting to you next week when we're talking about, fingers crossed, our first ever win. Up the Rocks.